In this episode, we will tackle the question, should you quit consulting and potentially go into industry? Before you resign, there's something I need you to hear. And I think you're going to be surprised. You do not want to make the wrong decision. I'm Nagar, and welcome to the Consulting Game, where we talk about everything to do with your consulting career. If you've ever thought, I just need to quit as there is no way I can make this work anymore, then this episode is for you. I want you to picture this. Imagine you're knee deep delivering a massive client program. When suddenly you get hit with another program to kick off, won't take much time, two tender responses due by next week, and that's all on top of your to-do list as it currently stands. This exact scenario happened to one of my clients. Her immediate reaction was to quit. After years and years of high performance, delivery, and excellence, she finally reached her limit. So I want to ask you, should she have quit? Surprisingly, my answer is no. Hear me out. Up until that point, she had never once said, I don't have capacity for it right now, or learn the skills of setting some sort of boundary. She just always put work ahead of herself and her personal life. I know that this resonates with a lot of you. Her real problem wasn't the workload, although it was huge. It was that she was lacking the skills to confidently say no and put her needs first. I want to be very clear. Never leave a job for these 5 reasons. Okay, the first one is you're temporarily unhappy. So you don't like the client or the project or something about the current situation. The second one is you believe your job should make you happy. And I want to give you a newsflash here. That's your responsibility. Your job should never have control over your happiness. This was a big one for me, by the way. 3, you're feeling stressed or anxious. Okay. If this is happening to you, consider taking some time off and figuring out why. The fourth one is you feel inadequate or you lack confidence in a particular role. And the fifth one is you're chasing a title or a slight bump in salary. It's very short term. Earlier in my career, I quit jobs for these exact reasons, and they were driven by momentary feelings. That is not a good reason to leave a job. Hey, if you're finding value in this episode, I'd love your support. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below. Tell me, what career challenges are you wrestling with right now? Your input helps me create content that really matters. Okay, now let's get back. When should you consider leaving a job? I'm going to give you 4 scenarios. Your work environment is toxic. There's bad behavior or bullying. Okay, firstly, that should be reported. Secondly, that's a good reason to leave a job. The second reason why you should consider leaving a job, I want you to zoom out 5 to 10 years. Okay, get yourself out of this specific moment and just zoom out for a moment. When the company's trajectory or the work they do doesn't align with your long-term goals or where you see your career going, then that's a reason to leave. When growth and learning opportunities are genuinely non-existent is another reason that you would consider leaving a job, a valid reason to leave a job. The last reason is when the leadership levels don't inspire or represent the kind of professional you want to become. Now, I struggled with putting this one in, if I'm honest, because you can create a leadership style that's unique to you and different from what you see, okay? So take this one with a pinch of salt, but sometimes there are strong leadership behaviors and they're ingrained in the organization, and you feel that that does not inspire you. Listen up, because this is key. There is a deeper problem with quitting. If you keep running from uncomfortable situations, okay, that you have control over. They'll follow you. Different job, different organization, same challenge. You will bring that baggage with you from job to job. And I know this from personal experience, so no judgment. The magic happens when you build skills to navigate these uncomfortable moments and situations. When you overcome these, when you build the skills to overcome these, you become unstoppable. You'll understand the amount of control you have, and you will have the ability and skills and tools to be able to turn any situation around. That skill is gold, my friends. Here's a better strategy. Instead of trying to escape a situation, I want you to take control of it and feel empowered. I want you to try this. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you're like, I just can't take this anymore, organize and assess. Take a few hours to understand what's stressing you out. Potentially take time off if you need to. If you've really bad crippling anxiety or the stress has gotten overwhelming or you feel like there is burnout, talk to your doctor. Okay, take some time out. So you need some space to assess the situation. One of the things that I teach my clients is a strategy I have around time management and bringing balance to the heart of it, right? One of the things that we do that brings a lot of calm to my clients is that they write down everything they have to do. They prioritize their to-do and they schedule their main tasks on their calendar. The things that will give them the biggest relief, they push onto their calendar, okay? They experience relief because they know they have dedicated time and space for those things. Now, you could have those set on your calendar, but then if you don't set some sort of boundary to follow through on those commitments, then there's no point, okay? And I know setting boundaries can be hard in consulting, but there are ways. I want you to learn to say no to extra work or suggest someone else can do it or suggest, in a few weeks, there's different strategies to do that. I want you to start delegating effectively. Build a team of followers around you that you can delegate to, if that's possible. Eliminate non-essential tasks. Just delete them. I bet you there's loads of those on your to-do list at the moment. And the next one is key. Define your work joy. Write down what you need to enjoy work. Create space for learning and growth. This is a big one for a lot of my clients. They feel that they've no space to actually learn and grow. Prioritize. I hate the word work-life balance, but prioritize yourself. What I tell my clients to do is plan personal time first. I did this in my corporate job. So I would plan my weekends. I would decide what we're doing on a Saturday and Sunday. I would decide that on a Friday, I finish work at 5 and we have movie night as a family with treats and pizzas. I would plan scooter time or bike time in the morning before work and before work kicks off. A lot of the strategies that I've just given you already know this stuff. But what holds us back is that we tell ourselves that the problem is our organization, it's our leaders, it's the way our organization is. And that stops us from looking for solutions or coming up with different ways to take back control. You have more power than you realize. Building these skills that I'm talking about will make you stronger and way more empowered as an individual. The goal, my friend, isn't to quit when it's not the right thing to do. It's to become so resilient and strategic that no challenge can shake your professional foundation. That will stay with you. By the way, I have created a free quiz to help you get really clear on your next career move, whether that's a career change, a promotion, or you need some clarity. I want you to head over to nigarfarah.com/ask, and I'll personally review your results to this quiz and respond to you. This isn't another online quiz with generic responses. It's personalized and customized to your needs. Until next time, this is Nigar from The Consulting Game. Keep growing, stay strategic, and never quit without a good reason.